Hey everyone, this is the King. In this video series, I'll be walking you through a 500 player map game for Supremacy 1914. So I've started a new game. It's on day 2. And I've picked Tunisia here. Here we go. So here I am here. This is, everyone around me is inactive. So it took a little bit of time to sort of select this area. So the reason why I picked Tunisia was, for one, there's a lot of inactive around me. However, that means, people are going to come to this area. But I've selected this particular country because it has a AI just to the west and to the south. So that sort of gives me some temporary protection from any players that might join up at the beginning of the game here. And then I can focus on taking North Libya here. So let's see what's been going on with the computer. Looks like all provinces have about 11 infantry on them. Let's take a look here into the building queue. And it looks like computer's building a fortress here. Built a few recruiting offices and a couple of workshops. So let's get these recruiting offices all up and running. So I'm going to highlight it here. It highlights all the areas that's all the provinces. So I'm going to go in the build queue, and I'm going to build some recruiting offices. So I'm going to click that. As you can see, I can build 3 here. And that's what I'm going to do. A little small delay, but there we go. We got 3 on the go. So now, let's take a look at my resources, see what's going on. Looks like I got a lot of fish, less grains. So I'm going to actually even that out a little bit. Maybe just a touch more on the grain side, since once I can capture new provinces, it's going to have an effect on my food production, which will take this amount down. Negative effect. So I'm bleeding lumber. I'm just going to put it in the green just for now, until I figure out exactly what I want to produce. So gas and coal, I'm kind of hurting here. I'm only doing 122 per hour in oil. So we're just going to leave it at that for the moment. So now I want to look at, this is where my capital is. So now I want to look at, what I'm going to do. So I want to invade in here. So then I might want to think to maybe this province start building, thinking about building a factory. So they don't have a workshop in there as of yet. Let's see where they have them. They got one down here, and the other one is up here with the oil. So I like this one. Plus, it gives me right on the coast. So then if I do want to start producing ships, then I'm good to go. So let's do that. So we're going to go workshop level 1. So that should be a fairly quick build. I'll do a level 2. Now, in these provinces here, it's a double resource. So these provinces are good for barracks. So I'm going to go ahead and build a barrack there, and build one there as well. So the reason why they're good is at a level 2 barrack on a double resource province, you can produce three infantry unit per day. So versus a single province, a province with a single resource will produce maybe 1 infantry per day, or you might have to wait a day and a half. So this helps to produce infantry pretty quickly. And so in this one, they have a workshop. So I want to build this to a level 2 because I want to produce horses, the cavalry. And you can only do that when you have a barracks and you have a workshop or factories. So I'm going to build barracks here. So, and I'm going to produce cavalry from them. So let's go to back over here. So I'm going to go level 2 workshop, and then that's where I'm going to build my factory. So level 2. So that's going to be a half hour. Now let's go to land. So I'm going to want to produce an armored car here. That's going to take a couple of days. That's fine though. So armored cars are good when you're capturing provinces, because when they're in the fortress or in the city of the province and the morale is low, it won't affect the armored car. If you have infantry in the province, the low morale of the province will affect the morale of the infantry and will decrease it. And decreased morale isn't good to have. So I always like to have armored cars in the provinces that I capture, because they won't lose morale. And I like to leave about a minimum of 3 in a newly captured province, in case that there's a rebellion. 3 armored cars would be sufficient to overcome it. I've seen 2 armored cars get killed in a rebellion, and not with 3. So 3 is pretty good. So let's go back over here. So these are going to take a day. The barracks. So I'm going to I can't produce any horses any cavalry until I get the barracks. So now, because I feel protected here, because this is AI, they're not going to arbitrarily attack you. They'll only defend and attack you once a war has started. So I'm going to move these right up to here. So this one too. And I'm going to leave this tent down here. Once I am ready to do an attack on these two provinces, on this one and this one, I'll use these units and move them up. So, leave them there for now. So now I got some on the coast here. I don't like to have my capital on the coast. It leaves you open to amphibious assaults. I would prefer to have it down, say here. But I'm not going to move it right now. I'm going to leave it for now. It's the beginning of the game, so I should be okay not to worry about that. So because of that, I'm going to move most of those infantry down here. So let's split that up. So I think I'm going to leave 3. So let's go 8 down. I think I'm going to go same idea here. I think I'm going to leave 3, march the rest down. Now this one, I'm just going to bring them all down here. It seems to work. Not really too worried about invasion here. In the event somebody does come across, I'll have a stack of men here to protect it. So actually, I could probably somehow that didn't work out. I could probably move all these as well, but I won't. I'll leave a few behind. There we go. Okay. So, what's the building plan? Okay. So this, I guess, next build will be factory. So that won't come until, I believe, after the first week. So here, I'm going to want to build level 2 barracks. And that's 1,500 grain and 1,500 wood. So I want to do it in 2 provinces. So I need 3,000 of each, and then 8 grain and coin. Okay, so let's prepare for that build right now. Right now, the stock market prices are nice and cheap. Okay, so I just need 1,000 more. There we go. Take that. I have enough food, so I need to purchase that. Okay, so I'm good to go. So when this is done in 24 hours, then I have enough supplies and money to build the level 2 barracks in both these provinces here. So, but I'm going to want to, in this province, before I build a level 2 barracks, I probably should have did, you know what, let's change this for a second here. Let's stop that production. There we go. Let's get a level 1 workshop going. It just takes a few seconds, and then as soon as the barrack is done, I have the workshop, and then I'll start building some cavalry. So now let's go back. And then I'll build the level 2 workshops after the level 2 barracks. Okay, so I have to go back. I need 3,000 for that. So I'm not producing much. I'm plus 55 steel, plus 1 here wood. So to split that up and look at, take a while. So let's just purchase wood 3.9. Okay, I'm just going to buy all that there. So there. So now I get enough for the barracks. So what else do I want to build here? Well, my food is pretty strong, so I'm not overly concerned about building harbors at the moment. I will build them. Just thinking to start. So morale's not too bad. It's good to build fortresses. They, obviously help for defense, but they also help in morale. So, for example, the computer, the AI, before I took it over, started building a fortress here. Morale is 76%, and it's rising. So that's not too bad. Let's just take a look at the morale right here. 76%. It's rising. So we're okay for right now. I don't think that I'm going to concern myself at the moment with doing anything else. So that's the thing with this game. When you start off, it's a little bit slow, but it takes time, for troops to move. For example, this army group here is going to be 2 hours and 47 minutes before they reach their destination. So I probably won't be looking at attack these provinces for at least another day. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change this info. I'm going to change the portraits. There we go. Change the flag. I'm going to go with that. And save changes. There we go. Okay, let's take a look here at the messages, the trade offer. Let's open up the leg. So 5,000 wood for 600 gold mark. I mean, obviously that's pretty good considering the standard retail cost for 5,000 any resource in gold mark is 2,000 gold mark. So However, I only have 79 gold mark, and so I'm going to refuse that. Of course, you can purchase gold mark, or you can win it through the support our troops wheel here. So I don't have a spin. I get one every 24 hours. Okay, so there you go. There's the first steps into the beginning of 500 player map game. This game could definitely go on for many, many months. Could be up to even a year, depending how things go. But I'll continue making videos on this game, and I'll walk you through what's going on, what I'm doing, what kind of attacks, reasons why I'm doing different things. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video, please click like. If you're interested in following the video series, then please subscribe. Take care, everyone.